Have you ever felt like life was testing you beyond your limit, like every door you knocked on stayed shut, and every effort you made only led to more pain? Sometimes it feels like the universe forgets your name, and you start to wonder if you'll ever see the light again. This is the story of a man named Daniela, man who lost everything but discovered something far greater in the ashes of his struggle, himself. Daniel was an ordinary guy with big dreams. He worked hard, loved deeply, and believed that if you gave your best, life would eventually reward you. But life had other plans. In a single year, Daniel lost his job, his home, and the woman he thought would stand by him forever. One by one, everything he built fell apart, and soon he found himself sitting on a park bench at midnight, staring at the stars, asking, "Why me?" For weeks, he drifted between hopelessness and silence. Friends disappeared. Family stopped calling. Every day was a battle between giving up and holding on. He would walk the same streets where he once smiled with pride, now feeling like a ghost among people who didn't care. But one morning, as the sun rose through the mist, Daniel saw something that changed him. An old man was sweeping the street, his back bent, his clothes worn out. Yet on his face was a calm, peaceful smile. Curious, Daniel asked, "How do you stay so happy when life seems so hard?" The old man chuckled and said, "Because life is hard, my son. But that's not the problem. The problem is that people think it shouldn't be." That line hit Daniel like a thunderbolt. That morning, he decided he would stop fighting against life and start walking with it. He took a job washing dishes in a small cafe, not because it paid well, but because it was a start. Every night, he would stay late, reading books left behind by customers. He began writing his thoughts on paper, his fears, his regrets, his dreams. Slowly, he started rebuilding himself from the inside out. He learned that success wasn't about how fast you reach the top, but how strong you become while climbing from the bottom. Months passed. Daniel saved every penny, took online courses, and applied for better jobs. People laughed at him when he said he'd turn his pain into purpose, but he didn't stop. He had already met the worst version of his life, and he wasn't afraid anymore. Then one day, out of the blue, he got an email from a company he had applied 2 months ago. They invited him for an interview. Nervous but determined, he went. He didn't pretend to be perfect. He just spoke from the heart about resilience, faith, and the lessons that failure had taught him. That honesty got him the job. From that day, Daniel's life began to change. He rose from the man who once slept on a park bench to the man who now helped others rebuild their lives. Years later, he started a foundation that supported people who had lost everything, just like he once had. He never forgot the old man's words, "Life is hard." But that's not the problem. Those words became the heartbeat of his message to the world. The moral of Daniel's story is simple but powerful. Life doesn't always go as planned, but pain is not punishment, it's preparation. The struggles you face today are shaping you for something greater tomorrow. Every failure, every heartbreak, every lonely night, they are not the end of your story. They are the fire that forges your strength. When life breaks you, it's only because it's building the version of you that's meant to rise higher. So, if you're going through hard times right now, remember this: the darkness you feel is not the end, just the tunnel leading you to your light. Don't quit when it's hard. Don't stop when it hurts. Keep walking. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. Because like Daniel, one day you'll look back and realize that the pain that almost destroyed you was actually the reason you became unstoppable. Don't give up. Your time will come. Stay strong, stay patient, and believe, because even the darkest night will end and the sun will rise again.